Our educators are difference makers every single day. Let's show them that we appreciate what they do by funding an 11% raise for every public school employee.
That's Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear giving his State of the Commonwealth address to the General Assembly Wednesday night as the legislative session gets underway this week to hammer out the state's two-year budget. Beshear wants to give all public school employees, from teachers to cafeteria workers to bus drivers, that pay hike in the next 2 years at a cost of $1.1 billion. He told me in a recent sit-down interview at the Capitol it's one of his top priorities this year, adding that it's an economic development issue as well.
And think about how many employees in northern Kentucky or across Kentucky work for that school system, and what it's going to mean to the local economy to have an 11% raise for all of them.
But the proposal could hit some resistance in the overwhelmingly Republican legislature. Some lawmakers worry about the price tag, while others want local school boards to determine who gets raises. That includes Republican Chris McDaniel of Taylor Mill, who heads the Senate Finance Committee.
What's your thought on the governor's proposal to raise all public school employees' pay by 11%?
I think that we share some of the same goals as the governor in this space, but the mechanism he used to accomplish it simply, in my opinion, falls outside of the constitutional bounds, and we'll have to work it back into a place that meets constitutional muster.
So the governor also wants to raise all state worker pay by 10% in the next 2 years, which again could lead to a fight in Frankfort, given some state employees got raises in the last budget. The Republican-controlled House will now introduce its own proposed budget in the coming week or two, with the Senate weighing in on that in early March. And the General Assembly has until midnight on April 14th to get the final version passed and to the governor. Back to you guys.
James, thank you. Governor Beshear also proposed spending $172 million in each of the next 2 years on a new universal pre-K program for 34,000 kids statewide. He says 54% of Kentucky children are not academically prepared for kindergarten. You can watch James's full interview with Governor Beshear inside the story on local12.com, our free Local 12 news app, or our Local 12 YouTube channel.
You can always find our stories here on YouTube, but go ahead and tap subscribe. That way you're always in the know.